So I mean, you guys just decided to form a new company, and then you get workspace, and then you just started up a new development company like ASAP, or was it a long term process?
I wish it was more glorious and shiny than that. Once I left Obsidian, and once Fergus left Obsidian, there was, I think, about a month or two where a lot of legal elements had to be taken care of. Like he had to get in touch with a lawyer to help set up the corporation. And the lawyer we use is a gaming lawyer down here in Southern California, Jeffrey Rose, and he represents a number of companies down here, and he's familiar with the process of, like, how to start up a company, like all the check boxes you need to hit, getting all the legal paperwork out there for filing, and he's been really good to us. So Fergus worked out an arrangement with him to get the company started and get, the, I guess, trademark the Obsidian name, etc. Um, and when you say workspace, that's probably a very nice way of describing Fergus's attic. Um, so basically, we all moved into the top floor of Fergus's house. And had like 8 machines set up there, and then as new people came on board, we all started working up in the attic during the days and actually like getting the first few milestones for LucasArts submitted. And that's kind of how the process went until we had enough funding and we gone shopping around for sort of modest workspace where we could move everybody there. And Fergus's wife was like a saint during this process. Like she'd come up and bring us food and recognize a lot of indie developers like tromping around her house. She always had a smile on her face and she was totally a good sport about it. And considering we were there for 8 months, I can't imagine Fergus's air conditioning bill was like with all those machines running in his house. It must be crazy. But that's kind of not a bad way to start to sort of save money. So it's a good thing to look into.
And so you guys started in '03 and then released Couture 2 in '04. So did you have the, I mean, how'd you get that game all of a sudden? I mean, did you seek it out? Did you know people over at the company, or were you asked to do it?
So Fergus gave me, excuse me while I get all choked up. No, that was just my raspy voice. So Fergus gave me a good piece of advice, and that you should always try and form relationships with people at companies, not necessarily the companies themselves, because when we left Black Isle, Fergus still had all the goodwill and the good working relationship with Ray and Greg at BioWare. So when Fergus left Interplay, he talked to Ray and Greg, and he's like, "Well, you know what? We would like to continue doing RPGs. Is there a way that we can make this process work?" And Ray and Greg were like, "Yep, there is a way that this can work logistically, and there's a way that it can financially benefit for both of us. So why don't you take this property, and we'll do the same pipeline that we did at Black Isle, which we've already proven out, and you guys are welcome to work with LucasArts on KOTOR 2, and here's how that process will work out best for both of us." So we already had a project going in to the new company, and that's probably the best way to do it, because otherwise you're going to be spending at least 5 or 6 months trying to get a contract set up, and that's a lot of money to burn. But because Fergus knew those people at BioWare, he was able to have that process rolling once he left Interplay, and that worked out well for everybody.